Alright everybody, welcome to the video today where we overview Griffin and Electro Griffin. Griffin can be purchased for 5,500 coins. Griffin is equipped with a Gauss SMG, sound spikes, a harpoon gun, and a planet scanner. The skins for Griffin will change the look of his primary, secondary, and his harpoon gun. As far as perks go on normal Griff, it is all up to you. The only thing I really would strongly recommend are movement speed ones that give you that boost, and then make sure your final one is command so we can get that increased cooldown reduction for your planet scanner. His primary, the Gauss SMG, is a medium-ranged SMG that is his main tool for damage. And here's some gun math. His next weapon is the harpoon gun. This can be shot into the monster using left click when it's out in your hand, and you gotta hold it down for it to stay on the monster. The monster can break the cord with one swipe or AoE ability that is in the direction of it. It will slow the monster down. Griffin's next ability are sound spikes. Sound spikes are sound-sensitive mines that use echolocation and are triggered upon the monster approaching, notifying the team of its whereabouts. They have a radius of 60 meters, but only detect the monster sneaking. So if the monster is sneaking around, it'll only detect it within 15 meters. They have a 70-meter detection radius, a 20-meter sneaking detection radius, 10 hit points, and deal 100 damage when destroyed. Griffin's final tool, like every other tracker there is right now, is the planet scanner. This can be activated by pressing the 4 button on your keyboard, and it will give you the direction of the monster on your compass. You can also use this ability to give yourself extra movement speed. It will give you only the trapper more movement speed. Some of the pros and cons of Griffin are, I would say a big pro of him is his harpoon gun, because that thing, I would recommend using it when you're behind the monster. You can use it to keep it away from your medic if they're being focused, or pretty much anybody else on your team. It's a great tool. Got a pretty quick reload for what it does. But some of the cons of him are that you have a pretty passive tracking style. Not as passive as someone like Abe, but you do have to put down those sound spikes, and you really have to focus on where you put those and make sure the spacing's right. So that's really difficult to get used to. Alright, now we're going to move on to Electro Griffin, the new version of Griffin. He's all about electricity. Electro Griffin is equipped with a laser storm, final lockdown, sound spikes, and a planet scanner. These skins for Electro Griff will change the look of his primary weapon, his sound spikes, and his harpoon gun. Now, as far as the perks go on Electro Griff, I would recommend using anything that gives you more movement speed or jetpack cooldown or more fuel range, and then make sure your final one is command, because you're going to want to be using the planet scanner as much as you can. The Laser Storm is Electro Griff's primary weapon, and it does moderate amount of damage, around 9 to 13, and when you shoot the monster as you're shooting it, it will slow it. This weapon is great for slowing down the monsters so it can't get to your teammates quicker. The final lockdown is a different version of a normal Griff's harpoon gun. Now this harpoon gun will deal quite a bit of damage to the monster, around 12 constant damage as it's hooked into the monster. But this comes at a disadvantage, or there is a slight disadvantage to it, where you have to be much closer to the monster. So his whole kit now is a much closer up in the monster's face kind of playstyle. Now when you place down Griff's sound spikes, they will do this cool little, they pop up with these cool little symbols, and then there's a little bit of lightning, cool heebie-jeebie going on. I don't really know if this does anything else special for him, but I mean, it looks nice. They do have a reduced range, so they're trying to compensate for all the extra damage you're putting out, but I still think they're pretty useful. And then your fourth ability is the same as the other Griff. So some big pros is you have a much higher damage output than the other Griffin, but you are hindered by the, you have reduced range, so you really got to get up in close to the monster, but he can be pretty damn fun to play. Overall, I would give Griffin an 8 out of 10 due to his ability to slow the monster almost all the time, hinder its movement, and just, he's an all-around fun and great hunter, trapper to play. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video today. Hope you enjoyed, and please remember one thing, to take it easy.